It would be incredible if life never tested us, if we could just go on from one day to the next, always doing the right thing. But the world isn't like that. At the end of the day, we all make mistakes or decisions that we later regret. Stoicism, in theory, is a philosophy. In practice, it's like rules for living. The Stoics believed that life is complicated and full of challenges that test us. That's why they established some rules to help us stay on track. In this video, I'm going to share 11 Stoic rules that I've adopted to become the best version of myself. These 11 rules were created by Stoic philosophers over 2,000 years ago and have been useful to many people throughout history. So I invite you to stay until the end to learn all the rules and apply them to your own life. Rule 1. Talk to death. The creator of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, went to the oracle for guidance after losing all his wealth. The oracle told him, to have a good life, you have to talk to the dead. The oracle was referring to reading. It invited Zeno to read the books of the philosophers who had lived before him. Reading is an incredible tool. It gives us the ability to understand the thoughts and opinions of people who lived thousands of years ago. In our world, we often only look for what's new every day, forgetting about the old things. There's nothing wrong with keeping up to date with what's new, but we shouldn't forget the wealth of knowledge that is recorded in books. We have the power to learn from the greatest minds of the past, whose experiences can guide and help us in our lives. Unfortunately, many people choose to ignore this superpower. Make the most of it. It's never been easier to access so much ancient knowledge, thanks to the internet. Rule 2. Do just one thing every day. This guideline doesn't have to be followed to the letter. When I say do one thing a day, I'm talking about two situations. Firstly, for those who live without goals, it's crucial to focus on a daily goal, however small. Living without goals can turn a life that could be extraordinary into something more ordinary. Secondly, for people with many goals, having ambitions is good, but it's essential to take things one step at a time. Trying to concentrate on too many things at once can cause you to lose focus on what's really important. With this guidance, I encourage you to try to achieve at least one goal that you set for yourself every day, whether it's something simple or more complex. Strive to achieve it. Rule 3. Love your destiny. On life's journey, it's a reality that things don't always turn out according to our wishes, as Seneca rightly observed when he said that fortune acts according to its will. The philosopher's own life serves as an eloquent illustration of this reality. Health obstacles interrupted his political career, and although he managed to return after an exile, he found himself facing similar challenges again. Most of these circumstances were beyond Seneca's direct control. However, the aspect that depended exclusively on him was how he chose to face these events and what meaning to attribute to them. When facing the vicissitudes of life, Seneca made deliberate choices to face events positively and take advantage of the learning opportunities that arose. He reminds us that, although we can't totally control the course of events, we can control our reactions and the way we choose to deal with situations. This is a valuable lesson. Life presents us with both positive moments and challenges, and our response to these events shapes the quality of our journey. It is important to understand that looking on the bright side of events does not imply ignoring reality or avoiding acknowledging genuine emotions, but rather adopting a constructive perspective in the face of adversity. This not only contributes to emotional well-being, but also enables us to face difficulties with resilience and adaptability. Opting for a positive approach doesn't mean denying difficulties, but rather choosing to learn and grow from them. In this way, we are challenged to reflect on how we face life's ups and downs, reminding ourselves that our attitude towards challenging circumstances can be a powerful tool in shaping our destiny. Rule 4. Conquer your mornings. One of the special moments in Marcus Aurelius's meditations comes when he talks to himself at the beginning of Book 5. He realizes that he needs to get out of bed, but the idea of staying under the warm sheets is tempting. That's something we all understand, but it's also very inspiring. Marcus Aurelius was not obliged to get out of bed. In fact, many emperors before him preferred to delegate their responsibilities in order to enjoy a life of luxury. However, Marcus Aurelius defied temptation and prioritized his duties first thing in the morning because he believed that winning in the morning was the key to winning the day and consequently, life. You may not have heard the saying, the early bird catches the worm, but he knew that starting the day early was fundamental to having a productive day. Personally, I take 3 specific actions to have more productive mornings. So write in a diary. As soon as I wake up, I make a list of the things I need to do during the day. I also write a little about the previous day, noting what I did well and what I did badly. This helps me see where I can improve. Writing in the diary has become a morning habit that makes me reflect on my life, reminding me of what I have to do and how I should act. Do physical activities. You don't have to play sports intensely. When I say physical activity, I mean moving around, walking, going to the gym, running, whatever you prefer, as long as it gets you moving. This fully awakens the body and calms the mind, preparing you for the 3rd action. Concentrate on the job. After carrying out the previous 2 actions, I'm ready to focus on the task at hand. Rule 5. Don't suffer from imaginary problems. On life's journey, when we are faced with uncertain situations, it is common for thoughts to arise that cause us to worry. However, upon reflection, we realize that most of the adversities we imagine rarely materialize. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wisely and poetically expressed that anticipated fear is often more frightening than reality, and our sufferings are often the result of our exaggerated imagination. Becoming aware of this thought pattern allows us to approach life more calmly, focusing on the present. Staying calm and focusing on the present moment is a valuable strategy. By doing so, you can see that most of what we fear and imagine as negative rarely materializes. Anxiety often resides in our minds, rather than in the concrete reality of events. Cultivating this mindset of being present and facing one challenge at a time can relieve unnecessary tension. Rule 6. Focus on what is within your control. The Stoic teachings emphasize the importance of directing our attention to what is within our control, letting go of excessive worries about what is beyond our control. Internalizing this perspective gives us a more pragmatic approach to life, reducing anxiety related to external factors over which we have no power. By understanding this philosophy, it is possible to minimize frustrations and avoid unpleasant situations, focusing more effectively on the crucial elements for achieving personal goals. An illustrative example of this principle can be seen in the context of sport. While you have control over your performance, you don't control the final result, the attitude of your opponent or the reaction of the audience. By internalizing this notion and focusing on personal improvement rather than worrying about external factors, you are more likely to achieve a more consistent performance. This approach, applicable in a variety of life situations, provides a valuable guide to the effective management of our mental energies and resources. Rule 7. Be hard on yourself and understanding of others. It is important to note that the Stoics follow principles and norms that they consider fundamental, establishing clear boundaries between what is correct and incorrect. However, there is one essential condition in this value system: understanding and forgiveness for those who, as Marcus Aurelius put it, have been led astray from the truth. This is a fundamental premise. The Stoic rules apply primarily to oneself. This does not imply allowing other people to act unjustly or maliciously, but rather cultivating an attitude of understanding and forgiveness towards those who may not meet the established standards. It's crucial to emphasize that it's not about tolerating injustice or harmful behavior. However, the Stoic approach suggests that we shouldn't hastily judge those who don't strictly conform to our ideals. In this context, the most effective strategy is to lead by example. If the aim is to positively influence someone who seems to be acting inappropriately, the practice of acting correctly and demonstrating such behavior becomes a powerful tool. By acting according to Stoic principles, you create a role model, providing a constructive approach to changing other people's perspectives. Although this transformation can take time, consistency in demonstrating ethical values is capable of gradually influencing the behavior of others, encouraging them to follow a path more in line with positive principles. To continue following these positive principles, I've left a link in the first comment that will help you shield your mind, just like the Stoics. Take a look. Rule 8. Don't look for the easy way out. When you're trying to achieve something significant, it's essential to bear in mind that there is no magic formula for achieving your goals. Life teaches us that valuable achievements come through hard work and dedication. Looking at the story of anyone we admire for their achievements, it's clear that the road to success wasn't simple. On the contrary, it required constant effort and discipline. The true essence of success is rooted in the ability to face challenges, which not only shape character, but also provide valuable lessons from mistakes made, serving as motivation to persist. When observing successful people, we realize that the crucial difference between those who achieve great goals and those who don't is in their willingness to put in the effort and make sacrifices. The journey to success is not an easy one, but those who choose to face challenges and overcome obstacles are the ones who reap the rewards of their achievements. In a world where ease often seems to be the preferred choice, it is the persistent and determined individuals who manage to consistently achieve what they set out to do. It's therefore worth reflecting on your willingness to invest effort and sacrifice in order to achieve your desired goals, knowing that each challenge overcome is a crucial step towards lasting success. Rule 9. Ask yourself if it's necessary. Take a moment to reflect on the activities that fill your daily life. Ask yourself the following question: what do I do that really matters? By carrying out this analysis, it becomes clear how many actions we undertake, often without a clear purpose, and how we invest time in activities that don't provide significant benefits. Awareness of the need to discern between the essential and the dispensable is fundamental. An effective way of assessing the relevance of activities is to ask yourself about the motivations behind them. Try to identify genuine and meaningful reasons for your actions. If, when carrying out this analysis, you don't find valid reasons, this suggests that the activity in question may be unnecessary in your life. This process of reflection helps to create a sharper awareness of your daily choices, allowing you to direct your time and energy towards what really adds value and meaning to your journey. Understanding the importance of aligning your actions with meaningful purposes contributes to a more centered life, directed towards what really matters, providing a deeper meaning to your daily experiences. Rule 10. Treat success and failure the same. Marcus Aurelius, a wise philosopher, used to share an intriguing comparison to illustrate human nature. He compared all men to a stone, suggesting that when you throw a stone upwards, it gains nothing by going up and loses nothing by coming down. It remains the same stone. This metaphor expresses the idea that, regardless of external circumstances, the fundamental essence of a person remains constant. Whether faced with good news or unpleasant situations, a person's intrinsic nature doesn't change. It is a profound reflection on the inner stability that each person possesses. Adversities in life often serve as valuable teachers, offering lessons that shape and refine a person's essence. The perspective taught by Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the importance of cultivating gratitude for all experiences, whether they are considered positive or negative. After all, regardless of the outcome, each event contributes to our growth and learning. By developing the ability to extract wisdom from every situation, life's journey becomes a constant source of personal development. Rule 11. Remember that you die every day. As expressed by Seneca, we make a significant mistake in imagining that we look forward to death as a distant event. He argued that most of death is already part of our journey. All the time that has passed belongs to death. We often see death as something that will happen at some future point, fixed and independent of the exact date on which it will occur. We approach it every day, at a pace that can vary from slow to fast, depending on factors such as age and health. Seneca believed that this perspective was inadequate, leading to harmful habits and a lower quality of life. On the contrary, he argued that death is a continuous process, unfolding with us at this very moment. We are, in fact, experiencing death every day, even as you read these words. Time continues to advance irreversibly, and every moment that has passed is claimed by death, according to his vision. So death is not something distant, it is present here and now. It's the constant movement of the second hand on the clock. It's the sunset tinting the sky. As the arrow of time moves forward, death continues to claim every moment that has already passed. This understanding, according to Seneca, should guide us to a deeper appreciation of the present and positively influence our approach to life. What should we do about it? The answer is to live. Live while you can. Don't procrastinate, don't leave anything unfinished, and make the most of the time while it still belongs to you. And for this, The Stoics had 5 habits that made them unshakable. Click on the video on the screen and watch it now.